Hi everybody, it's Lindsay. Today I'm going to celebrate my friend Jeremy's birthday by making him a few treasure chests for his Gloomhaven set. Now, these aren't going to be my very first miniature builds, so it's going to be a bit of a learning curve, but why don't you join me? I've never played Gloomhaven. We usually just play one-session tabletop games together, but I looked online for the hex sizing. After finding a couple different measurements, I decided to go with 1.5 inches point to point and 1.25 inches side to side. Using my ruler, I spun around a center point to draw out the different measurements, and then I marked where they crossed, creating the hex. Now, of course, the hex measurement didn't have to be exactly perfect. Really what I needed was to make sure that the treasure chests I built don't overhang a single hex space, that they would look like they fit in the game. I ordered this bag of bamboo coffee stirrers from Amazon to use as the wood planks for the treasure chest, and I cut them down to about 1 inch lengths, knowing that that measurement would fit nicely inside the hex, no matter which way it spun or faced, without hanging over. So I'm cutting lots of 1 inch long segments. When I get to the end of a bamboo skewer, I'm left with this piece here, which is about 1/2 inch, and it fits nicely across the end of 3 pieces side by side. And I'm going to lay it down so you can see. It's just narrower to the point where you can have your side pieces on there. Oops, I'm covering that up a lot with the camera. So see, the side piece fits in there. So I'm going to sand these edges a little bit. So I've got a rougher texture and a finer texture. We're going to start with the rougher one and just take off some of those rough edges. All right, at this point, now that I've got some pieces cut and ready to go, I'm going to use some washi tape, sticky side up, to put 3 of the boards together. Let's see, my boards don't line up very well. You could do that for a rustic look, but I think maybe when sanding or cutting, that one got just a little too short, so I'll get a new piece here. That's better. This one seems a bit chunky. Got lots of pieces to choose from, so you have a chance to see what you're doing. So with the washi tape, you can flex it a bit. I'm going to get into the cracks in between the boards here with the white tacky glue and push them together. And you can use the washi tape as kind of your like tiny vise grip to hold those pieces together while they dry. Same with this one. I'm going to bend it back and wipe on some glue. Make sure they're pushed together and lined up where I want them to be. Then let them dry. And like I said, the tape is here to help support them while they are drying. If these 3 boards are going to be our base of our chest, we need to have the front and the back and the sides. So I think I want to make ours 2 boards high. So we'll have 2 stacked on top of each other for the front face and 2 for the back. And then we'll need 2 of the shorter pieces for each side. I've got to cut some more of these shorter pieces now. I think I might set a book on top of them while they dry or something. There we go. So basically, the sides and the ends, everything's going to come together just like that, but I'm going to do some sanding to straighten up those edges. Okay, so I'm going to start gluing this all up now that we've got everything sanded and they're a little more even. You know what I want to do? I want to tape around this way and then around that way. I think that'll get it. Should I still wrap it around? I might still want to wrap it around. All right, anyways, more glue. No. Okay. There it is. Sorry, I have the paintbrush handle in my mouth, so not talking very clearly. All right, a little wonky, so we're going to very carefully, whoops, with as steady hands as we can, try and straighten things out a wee bit here. Aha! Ha 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 ha! That's looking like a thing. And this glue was feeling pretty thick. Things seem to be okay. I wonder if I can get away with not wrapping tape around it, because I feel like the more I mess with it, the more mess I'm going to make out of it. Focus on me right there. Okay. Glue, 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 glue. So much glue. All right. Gonna take another break to let the glue dry, and then we'll be back. And now it's clay time. I'm going to use some Sculpey 3 oven baked clay to create some different things to go inside the treasure chest. Right now I'm rolling a ball of clay and shaping it with this small tool to create a C-3PO head. My friend Jeremy loves Star Wars, so I decided maybe a fun thing to put in the treasure chest, although it doesn't have to do with Gloomhaven, would be C-3PO's head and leg to kind of give a little fun call out to one of his favorite series. Now I'm rolling a snake of clay to create C-3PO's leg. Speaking of snakes of clay, if you really want to see somebody who's good at creating sculptures with Sculpey clay, you should check out Ace of Clay's YouTube channel. He has so much experience and makes amazing sculptures. All right, now this lump of clay I want to make sure will fit inside of the chest, and it will become your standard pile of gold. All right, now I'm going to use this diamond painting pickup tool to dot on the Sculpey clay lump to create a series of ring textures to look like the gold coins in the pile. Now we need something a little spookier to find inside your treasure chest. I am shaping out a bone and then sticking it to a mound here, and then also denting in this ball of clay with my tool to create the eye sockets of a skull. Hey everybody, let's give this sculpture a hand. Ah. Here I'm just using the back edge of my X-Acto blade to add knuckles and checking my hand out to make sure I'm doing it right. All right, now just a smaller chest to go inside one of the chests. Now this here's just your typical treasure chest dwelling creature with sharp pointy fangs. And we're gonna need to roll a lot of those sharp pointy fangs out. I'm going to create them all and pre-bake them so that they'll be easier to shove up inside of the soft clay of the unbaked creature. Putting them in at 275 for about 5 minutes. And time for me to practice my dental skills. All right, let's plump up his lips a little bit here. Those are nice. Okay, so I've got assorted acrylic paints here. It's gonna take several layers of this gold. This is obviously his gold leg and not his silver leg. Lots of teeth. I'm putting a black wash across this creature before painting him, and I'm using a brown wash to work as a wood stain. Oh yeah, that helps a lot. That's nice. With this tissue. Using a black wash over top of your already painted pieces can help add shadows and depth. Gotta get some in your mouth. For C3PO's leg, going to stack up a little bit of the chipboard because I want it to be a little higher where the foot is poking out a bit. Hey, 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 you. Go where I want you to go. Because I want his foot to rest so it sticks up a little bit. I think I want some more layers there. Up like that. Yeah, I think that'll be good. A ball of thread in there to make it kind of look like wires and stuff. And then I'm going to put the head on top over here. Another one of the inserts I made is just, I glued together a bunch of tiny puff balls. And I gotta trim some of these fuzzes. So I just used a piece of chipboard on the bottom again, and I stacked up a bunch of fuzz balls to go right into one of the chests. And so what could this possibly be? These are tribbles. You definitely don't want to open a crate full of tribbles because then you'll have trouble, as you all know. Take a paper, a cloth or something, and swipes most of that paint off. You can kind of dabby dab. It gives it a bit of a mossy look there. You know what? I think this one's almost done. I mean, this one turned out great. I want the leg sort of angled like that. Yeah. Yeah. Work on these strings, really ball them up. I don't want to see the ends too much. I want to make sure it looks like a tangle of wires and such. What a mess. Probably should have let the glue dry on the leg first because I'm really pushing that leg around. Yeah, okay. Whoa! Now I've got the leg all caught up. Okay, I'm going to leave it like that. It's kind of a mess. And I put my arm in glue. I'm going to leave it like that and let the glue dry on that leg. I do not want that to fall apart. And I'm worried I'm going to make it not fit very well. Okay. Leave it. Leave it. Quit touching it. All right. This one drops in real nice. Look at that. It's a treasure chest full of gold. I feel like it needs something like gems or something. What do I got? Flaky glass glitter. Some balls. More flaky glass. Ooh, look at these. These look like rubies. I gotta put the rubies in. Right there. Dooba-dooba-doo. Ah! Yeah. Oh, well, I'll just get this stuck to this then. There we go. There it goes. Glue it right there. I don't know if that enhances it or not. I just wanted to add some variation. I thought it looked too plain and I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing sometimes. If you keep your acrylic paint in thin layers, it still remains flexible, especially with this being pretty watered down. You can run the ribbon along your box and that will create a workable hinge. And now you have a miniature wooden chest. Then you can drop in whatever insert you would like. Close it up. Treasure. Tribbles. Thanks guys for watching. I had a lot of fun making these treasure chests, and I hope you had fun watching me try and figure it all out.